Hey, what's up? I've been working on trying to just make it super easy to create your very own personal agent in Scout. Scout is a very powerful agentic platform, but I think in order to get started with it, it can be challenging. And you want to see all the cool things it can do as quickly as possible. So hopefully, this little workshop will get you started at least using the Scout free plan and having it do something useful. Create a EA to manage your calendar and schedule some research or something like that. So the first thing we'll do is we'll create a new Scout account, and I'm going to go in and create a new organization. We'll call it EA, and I'm going to go ahead and add my agent avatar there. So anyway, let's go ahead and create the workspace. Let's try EA1. And basically, this is a full agentic system that you can do all kinds of things, integrate with Salesforce, Slack, Google Drive, Notion, HubSpot, etc., and then create autonomous agents to kind of manage things, especially things you don't want to do or provide help that would normally take up time to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and integrate with the free account. You can get two integrations. We're going to integrate with our Google Calendar and integrate with Slack. So we'll go to Studio and we'll just go into integrations and we'll select calendar and just quickly integrate with our calendar. All you have to do is add workspace, log into your Google account, and boom, you're integrated with Google Calendar. And now let's integrate with Slack, which is just as easy as well. You just select Slack, hit add workspace, and then choose your Slack workspace. I'm choosing Hyper, and then I'm going to hit allow. And just like that, I am connected to my Slack. And what that does is it allows me to chat with my agents in Slack, and they can send me messages in Slack. So I really don't have to work in this interface. I can work in Slack where I do all my other work. So we've got our integrations. Now we're going to create an agent. So we'll go back to the new chat. And with this, we're going to, and I'll provide you this URL, but this URL is an EA agent script that's set up, ready to go. We're just going to grab that and we're going to go in to our EA1 and we're going to say, use code to read this URL. So it's going to actually write some code to read that URL and then use these instructions to create an agent. And just like that, it's going to read that URL and it's going to take those instructions and create an agent with that personality. So if we want to look at this, it's a personal assistant that specializes in orchestration. It has long-term memory and reoccurring task management, which means it can remember things over time, and it can also schedule repetitive tasks for you. And it's got a workflow where it uses a memory file to check, and then it's got a soul that tells it how or defines how it should communicate with you. And then it's got some truths and boundaries and vibe, because vibe is super important in agent land. And then we've got some tools. So it's going to install all these tools and let's see how it's doing. So let's go and view our agent details. And great, we've got all of our instructions just like we specified. We have our tools. We can talk to Slack, we can talk to Calendar, and we can do some agent stuff, which is super cool. So now that we have all of that, let's just navigate over to our app Slack. And what we want to do the first thing we need to do is go into Slack and create a private channel for our agent and ourself. So we're going to go into Slack and we're going to go to channels, new channel, and let's just call this EA Talk. And then we're going to say that this is private and we're going to do create. And we can skip that because we just want our agent and ourselves. So we're going to invite at Scout. So we'll invite Scout. And what that'll do is that'll get it to show in our Slack app platform. So I'll go to integrations and go back to Slack so it has a chance to load that EA Talk. And you can see we're joined, so we can go to add agents and we can select our EA agent and hit save. And then that's all we need to do in the Scout Studio. Now we can just go over to our Slack in our EA Talk and say hello. And because we've integrated Slack into Scout, our agent is in this channel. So in a few moments, once it initializes, it should respond back to us and give us a message. Go ahead and clear that. There we go. We're back. Hey there. I'm your EA agent, ready to help with agent orchestration, scheduling, reoccurring tasks, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what's on your mind? Please take a look at my calendar for today. So now in this channel, I have an agent in Scout that I can talk to. It can see my calendar, so it can look and see what I have scheduled. And then I could say, set up a daily time at 8 a.m. Eastern to check my calendar and provide me a brief. And then be sure to post that brief in this channel and mention me as the user. And so this will actually set up a schedule that'll run every day at 8 a.m. and it will read my calendar, and then it will provide me a list of appointments or meetings that I have set up for the day. And another cool thing is I can also use some of the agents here, and I can say for a particular meeting, I can say after I receive that, ask the meeting prep agent to prep for my 9 a.m. And what that will do is that will delegate this request to a meeting prep agent that will read your calendar and gather the calendar information like the description, who's in the meeting, and all of that, and then return that to you in a prep document. And it'll actually go and search the web and prep and find things. Another thing you can do is also do web search. So find the latest, let's do top 3 latest news articles on agentic AI. Now, you can just text that and it can find it, or you can say, hey, every day at 7:30, schedule this search. Find the top 3 latest news articles on blah, 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 whatever. And then it will schedule that search, and then it will post it back into Slack. So that's really it. That's a way to get started with Scout and personal agent without having to learn a whole new interface. You just go in there and do a couple of simple setup steps, and then you can just go right into your Slack and start working and start chatting with the agent, and not only asking it questions, but you can also get it to schedule things and do things by delegating to other agents as well.